Okay. Let's get ready. Let's see what we got here. It's my time to shine. It's my time to shine, baby. Ooh, no, baby, no. I can do better though. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Marcus Summers, Major Linux, and yes, I'm coming to you with a bit of an update here. I know that this may seem like I'm jumping on the bandwagon, and kinda technically I am with it, but I'd be remiss if, I say I'm also trying to update some old content. If you are unaware, there is a piece of content that is sitting on my YouTube channel that seems to have some relevance to what's going on right now with Streamlabs and the shitty behavior they've been going through lately. Yeah, so of course there's a video that I recorded sometime in 2019 that wasn't some of my best work. I mean, we can attribute it to equipment, lighting, this, that, or the other, or, I'm just not as good at this as I really like to be then and now, but I would like to try to do better. So, hey, I am going to redo that 2019 video of how to move scenes from Streamlabs OBS to OBS Studio. And quite frankly, it's become a lot easier in 2021 than it was in 2019. So let's get into it. All right, as you can see here, we have Streamlabs OBS installed. It is version 1.5.2, the latest version that's available. And what we have here is I imported all of my scenes for the purposes of this demonstration. I have not had Streamlabs installed since that video came out in 2019. But I installed it for the purposes of this video. So essentially so I imported not only the scenes that I currently have in OBS Studio, but it seems like it brought in a whole bunch of other scenes as well that I have not used in quite some time. Apparently it's saved it all in the cloud for me to come back to. And I guess that's kind of important, especially if I was using this some time ago and there are scenes that were here that I didn't export or I didn't want to bring over because in 2019 it was a pain to do so. As much as, yes, the audio in that video sucked, and I get it, it sucked. Go watch it. And it's like, it was not the easiest thing to do to bring things over from OBS, from Streamlabs OBS to OBS Studio. But now, not thanks to SLOBS, but thanks to OBS Studio and the versions that have come out since then, it's become really easy to bring those scenes over to OBS Studio. So what we're going to do here is I am actually going to load up this second version of OBS Studio. I have two of them running, one to record and one for this demonstration, which I want to say that was also maybe a difficult thing. I don't remember, but anywho. So once you have this version of OBS, once you have OBS Studio running, as you can see here, my scene collections, I do have multiple here, but I created one that says, it was supposed to say untitled, but we're just going to overlook the fact that I forgot the D. It's all offense, no D. So let's see, we're going to click import. And as you can see here, OBS Studio is a little bit better at detecting where those scene collections are from Streamlabs OBS. This scene collection importer wasn't here in 2019. I can't remember when they added it, and quite frankly, it was something I didn't necessarily care about for a while. The only time I've really used this is when I needed to get scene collections from somebody else to do broadcast for somebody else on my machine. So I would normally know where that folder was, and I can import that one folder. So I've never bought anything over from any other application. So it's nice to see that OBS actually built this in. I, again, don't know when this was bought in, but it's good to see that they actually bought it in, and it makes it super simple because this wasn't the case before. And here I can sit here and choose which scene collections I would want to bring in. Like I used to use a glitch. There's some for Tech Talk Thursdays, but I think Triple T, MLS, and Raleigh Streamer Fest. So these are the three that are currently on OBS Studio that I imported. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to choose. Well, you know, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Let's choose X-Life. Let's choose glitch. Let's choose unknown Streamlabs import. We're gonna bring in Thin Mint. Because yeah, I don't want to sit there and overwrite this one. I don't want to overwrite MLS. So I'm gonna bring in those. And I'm gonna click import. And so yeah, it doesn't look like it does anything, but when you go up to scene collections, there are now more scenes here. So like I can click the Extra Life one and boom, it brings up the Extra Life scenes like you see here in Streamlabs OBS. And seems to do it a lot faster than it does in Streamlabs. So of course you can see all the streams here. I mean, all the sources here, everything works. Let's see, cam break, yeah, transitions, all that comes over. It's fantastic. I'm actually kind of interested what these other ones are. Okay, so apparently for some of them, if you do not have the files in place, it does break. So I wonder what happens if I choose glitch over here. So, that's actually kind of interesting. And I'm wondering if it's because of the fact that these are the ones that came in from, yeah, actually, I don't know. I don't know why it didn't bring those over. And I've not seen people actually touch that. So I'm wondering if this is because of the fact these are coming in from Streamlabs altogether, where Streamlabs is able to pull these in, but OBS Studio isn't, because of the fact that all these are being hosted in a place where I can't get access to them. Let's see, let's pull up another one. Let's see, unknown Streamlabs import. Okay, there's nothing in there. But yeah, so something like X-Life that came through just fine. Those sort, like everything is there. So I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, media source, like I'm pretty sure, yeah, they're not going to sort videos for me. But it does bring images over, so apparently it did save some images in a location. These are all images that were not in a directory on my PC before. But apparently they are here. Like they bought camera sources over. Or actually, you know what? You know what? I do know where they came from. I do know where they come from. Actually, this folder does exist on my PC. So that may be what's happening. Is I'm not sure where they're sourcing these from. So I'm gonna pull up the So I'm gonna pull that. I'm gonna see where they. So apparently so it's able to pull things from this app data, but I'm not sure why it's not bringing it in from here. I don't know what's going on here. Yeah, I'm kind of interested. So it doesn't seem like this file is missing. So I'm gonna hit cancel here. I'm actually gonna play the intro movie. And it does play the intro movie. Go to starting screen. Oh, I see. So I think what's missing is the text, because there isn't the font that it's looking for is not set up properly for OBS. So things are technically here. Things are technically here, but some of the fonts are missing, so it doesn't. So either it won't display or it doesn't show up properly. So what you may have to go in and do is set up one. You probably have to set up some of the cameras. Of course, my cameras won't work here because it's being used somewhere else on another instance of OBS, but also some font things too, so to kind of match things up perfectly. And even in that video in 2019, I kind of mentioned that some of the fonts won't match up properly because it's how it's being rendered within that program, if the font is even found at all. So like we can even take a look here. So yeah, it depends on how it's being translated. Yeah, I don't think that Trillium is a part of OBS. So it says that Trillium is being used, but Titanium Web, but Titanium Web isn't even, I don't even think it's installed on this, excuse me, on OBS. Because yeah, it goes from the Times, and that's it. There's no Trillium. Then it goes to Trajan Pro 3. So yeah, like the fonts don't match, and that's probably what's going on with some of the missing text when you go to like the start stream and stream end. Yeah, so some of this text is missing because of the fact that there's probably not a font for it, so it doesn't render the text. There's no alternative for it, so it doesn't know what to do. So yeah, as you can see here, like there's supposed to be something right here at the clock, as you can see right here, but because of the fact that the font doesn't exist, it doesn't really know what to do. I mean, it doesn't really translate it, but yeah, I can click OK, and then something does show up because I just used the substitute font to go there. So yeah, it's pretty simple, very easy to do. A lot quicker than what I showed you last time. And yeah, thank you to OBS Studio again for the amazing developers there, the community there that's building amazing apps in their spare time. If you can spare it, please go donate to the project. OBS, I think it's obsproject.com, obsproject.org. Just search for OBS Project on Google. You can find it. Please donate to these amazing developers. Again, they're doing amazing work. And what happened to them back in 2018 or 2017, 2018 it's horrible. It's horrible what happened to them. And again, I'm hoping that like, Elgato, one thing, they are a for-profit company. They make money, they make products. It's one thing that happened to them. Lightstream, it's one thing that happened to them. But OBS, that's the like again, they're open source developers creating an amazing open source project that people use the world over. They provide it to you free free to use. The code is there for you to use. All they ask is, just contribute, just kick some money back to the developers who are working to make an amazing product. Something that Streamlabs didn't do, never decided to do, and even tried to cheat OBS out of even more. When OBS, all OBS asks for them is to just not use OBS, but they did it anyway. That's it for this video. Thank you all for tuning in. I hope this video is a lot better than the one in 2019. It's definitely a lot simpler and hopefully a little bit smaller than the last one. Of course, you can subscribe down below, like, comment, subscribe. Please leave nicer comments this time. I promise you I'll make sure the audio is a little bit better than it was before. But until then, of course, all I've got left to say to you wonderful people is I love you and peace. Oh, hey, thanks you for watching the video. Hope you really enjoyed it. Of course, really help me out if you like, comment, and subscribe, and click the little bell icon so that you can get notified of many more videos that appear on this channel. Thank you, and peace out.